Welcome to the opening chapter of a 5-part series of What Ifs, a speculative dive into the shadowy depths of England's potential near-future dystopia. I'm no clairvoyant, I'm just a person who exists at the bottom of society. And down here in the gutter, the air is thick with the rancid fumes of a nightmare future, seeping from the sewers of modern society. I can smell something sinister, a toxic brew distilled from globalism's cauldron, threatening to drown us all in a deluge of domination. Today we begin with a situation that's long haunted the fringes of shared dread, the all-seeing, inescapable grip of the total surveillance state. Picture England in just a few years from now, let's say 2035. It has become a land where every street, every corner, every private and public place has become adorned with the unblinking eyes of AI-powered cameras. These aren't the stuttering, half-blind CCTV cameras of yesteryear. Those grainy old contraptions that could barely catch a drunkard pissing in a doorway on a Friday night. No, these are a different breed entirely, sleek, sinister and omniscient, stitched together into a vast humming network that operates with the icy precision of a machine deity. Facial recognition, once a parlour trick for unlocking your iPhone, has morphed into the government's omnipresent headlock, a headlock that you can't escape. These all-seeing eyes relentlessly stalk you at every corner, logging and recording your weary face as you shuffle out to your local shop. Every twitch of your eyebrow, every roll of your eyes, every grumble about the state rulers. It's all meticulously catalogued, filed away in some sprawling digital dossier, deep in the bowels of a server farm, probably located somewhere in communist China. People often say, with the breezy assurance of those who've never felt the cold breath of authority on their necks, that if you have nothing to hide from government eyes, then you needn't worry your pretty little head about it. They'll toss in, for good measure, that if you've done nothing wrong, then the ever-watchful gaze of CCTV is no more troubling than a nosy neighbour peeking over the garden fence. It's a neat pair of platitudes, delivered with the smugness of a well-paid solicitor who thinks privacy is just a quaint notion for the paranoid. But as the lenses multiply and the data piles up, one wonders if innocence is quite the shield they imagine, or if it's just a flimsy umbrella in a storm of surveillance and control that doesn't care for your spotless conscience. You see, in this brave new world of the near-future England, CCTV and state monitoring isn't just about tracking the bad guys. It will be used to control the new social credit-style scoring system. Our leaders, on orders from their globalist overlords, are throwing us into this diabolical cocktail of control and tyranny, a system so absurdly intrusive you'd laugh if it weren't so terrifyingly plausible. State-monitored social credit scores are already well underway in China, and it will also be here soon, very soon. Your carbon footprint will be meticulously monitored. It will be tracked down to the last illicit lab-grown sausage roll you ate, and the vegan pastry flakes still clinging to your lapel will become conclusive evidence of breaking the new laws. And if you leave your electric heater on too long, then you will be cited for crimes against the climate. Your political opinions will be painstakingly harvested from everything you watch and read online. If you do not agree with replacement migration, then you will be labelled as a right-wing bigot. If you dare to complain about the rising cost of living, then you will be considered as an enemy of the state. If you share a humorous meme about a politician, then you will be charged with a hate crime. Everything that you do in life, your every movement, your every thought will be collated and converted into digital numbers. a score that brands you either a paragon of civic virtue or a subversive, destined to be sent to a re-education camp. Privacy will become a relic of a bygone age, and the rulers will dismiss the demise of privacy with a weary shrug and a sanctimonious lecture about public safety. Safety. Who could possibly object to that? Only the unhinged, the nefarious, the right-wing bigots, the climate change deniers, and those destined for a date with handcuffs. The dissenters, those brave, foolhardy souls who dare to fight back against the system, won't find any mercy in this future England. Faceless algorithms will stalk you like a predator. There will be no escape from their gaze. If you don't agree with the rulers, then your freedom to travel will be restricted, and you won't have access to the credits that replace cash. Even without being placed into a physical prison, you will still be placed into a virtual, solitary confinement. The only chance of parole is to submit and take the knee to the overlords. The surveillance technology of the future will become a digital tyrant enforcer, armed with software that doesn't give a damn for your humanity. If you persist in your insolence, then jail time looms, a sterile, high-tech holding pen where the walls themselves will judge you. In the near future, England will become a land where solitude is a myth, and where the state's gaze is relentless and never-ending. There will be no opportunity for dissent. There will be no chance for resistance. Every step you take, every breath you draw, will be watched and observed by a system that never sleeps. When we are all monitored, all social credit scored, all forced into compliance, what becomes of that stubborn, cantankerous, individual free spirit that once made us who we are as people? Simply put, when our individuality and our freedoms die, then we are as good as dead. The social credit score surveillance state of the near future will be monitoring and controlling a nation of the living dead. And this is exactly what our overlords want. As the omnipresent surveillance state tightens its grip, extinguishing the flames of dissent and individuality, we are left to ponder the fate of our collective soul. The overlords may revel in their triumph, presiding over a nation of the subdued and compliant, but at what cost? When the last embers of resistance are snuffed out, and the vibrant tapestry of the English spirit is reduced to a monochrome wasteland, we will have lost something irreplaceable. In the end, this dystopian nightmare serves as a stark warning. If we allow our freedoms to slip away, we risk becoming mere shadows of ourselves, condemned to an existence devoid of meaning or purpose in a world where conformity reigns supreme.
And who are you, little fella? Come to show 'em where I am. Not nice.